but did not strike the suspect to his knowledge. So at this point, we're still searching for Hispanic male suspect. It's our understanding that this male may also have 2 open warrants, at least that we know of, 2 felony warrants. So at this point, it's still an active scene out there in the community. Very relieved to find out that our deputy's going to be okay. He is stable. He's conscious. He gave me a thumbs up. He was smiling. He's visiting right now with family and other colleagues right now. He was even joking a bit. He was thanking me for allowing the beard policy to take place because it actually grazed him a little bit on his cheek, and he says that the beard kind of saved him a little bit there. But he did receive wounds to his hands, and also thankfully was wearing his body armor, which protected him because he did sustain a gunshot wound to his upper torso towards his back. But other than bruising, he's going to be okay. So he is expected to recover from his injuries. He's been with the Harris County Sheriff's Office now for 18 months. Part of that, he served with another local agency for approximately another 6 years. So he is an experienced deputy. So very relieved that he's going to be okay. Again, it speaks to the dangerousness of the job, that our deputies, our heroes, put their lives on the line every single day. And we appreciate the community's support always in moments like this. At this point, if they have any video footage or anything of the suspect, this possible suspect, a Hispanic male that was fleeing from the scene, please give us that information. Or if you saw or heard anything, you could call 713-221-6000, or you can always call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. Before answering any questions, I do want to let the union representative say a few words on behalf of the deputy, Lieutenant Batten. They're already assisting him and the family.
Yeah, I came here tonight to issue him a check to relieve him or give him some relief in any type of financial hardship he may face in the future. He also has some other insurance benefits that we've already started the process of getting his that underway to issue him some other financial reimbursement for his injuries. Other than that, he's doing great, and we're glad that he's okay.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Any questions?
Do you know if they were actively pursuing this Hispanic male because of the warrants, or because someone called about him being suspicious?
I'm not sure. I do want to just emphasize that all my comments right now are preliminary. We're still it's still a bit fragmented. So our first priority was obviously to check on our deputy's condition, and now we have an active search for an armed suspect that we consider obviously to be armed and dangerous. We're trying to get the sequence of events. We believe that, again, there may have been knowledge that he had an active warrant, but at this point they were acting on the call for service that we received earlier tonight. And so they responded doing their job, investigating, when this individual immediately pretty much encountered them right away, began discharging a weapon, is what we're told.
Do you know specifically what the call for service was?
Just a suspicious male. We don't know what he was doing out there, or if it was known that he was potentially a wanted individual. So all that's still part of the initial investigation. We're just trying to get the basic facts that we know right now.
Do you know what the warrants were for? Not yet.
Just felony warrants is what I was told. I don't know what they were for exactly. Sure. But this individual is considered, obviously, there was already serious concern with 2 felony warrants at least, but now having shot a deputy, shotting a police officer is unacceptable. And we're going to do everything we can, not only protect the community out there, but to make sure that we hold this individual accountable. And so it's still a dynamic scene out there. So if anybody sees anything, this individual is considered, again, armed and dangerous, and just shot at a Harris County deputy. Actually, at 2 of them, at least 2.
Do you know how many times exactly the deputy was shot? Just multiple
I'm not
times?
sure how many times. I know it was multiple times. He did receive what appears to be a graze wound to one of the cheeks, as well as at least one in the back, and then to his hands as well. I don't know how many, if he had his hands up and it was one shot. All of that will be part of the medical investigation.
Do you guys have a specific area that you're searching in, that neighbors should be on alert, a neighborhood?
Yeah, it was over there on Veterans Memorial and Fall Brook, I believe, in District 1 here in North Harris County, so it's not that far. And I want to just take a moment as well to really say how everybody rallied together. We had one of our deputies that I happen to know who she is, was one of the first ones on the scene. They quickly took action, just as they've been trained to do, as we do with citizens and with our injured teammate, they immediately tried applying a tourniquet as well. They hopped on a police car because it was the quickest thing. They got support from Constable from Precinct 1, Constable Rosen's office, and they all worked together to get the individual here quickly. You know, these type of injuries could go any way. We don't want to lose blood and all that, so they quickly got him for help.
Just to clarify, you said he's been with you guys for 18 months.
He's been with us approximately 18 months, but he's been a prior law enforcement service of approximately 8 years.
Did you tell us his name, or are you?
Not at this time. Just we want to make sure that other families arrived here, and we'll most likely be providing information on the suspect that's being searched for right now as well pretty soon as well. We'll be heading to the scene after this.
And the age?
The deputy, I would say 35 years old.
You have a message for the suspect?
Just that if the suspect's out there, want him to just turn himself in. We want to make sure that this gets resolved safely with no loss of life and no one injured in any way. Just do the right thing. Just come forward. You know, we want to make sure we get this resolved, but we will continue to search for you until we do find you. And we just want the community to help us as well. Somebody saw or heard something. This individual's on the run, and we don't want him hurting somebody else. So turn yourself in, and the Harris County Sheriff's Office is going to do everything we can to make sure that we get this resolved as quickly as possible. Thank you. Any Spanish media at all? No? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I know it's not Iraq, but